Hello, my name is Corbin Malloy, and I have here with me.
I'm Dawson.
And we are getting right into Overwatch JV versus Larks today in our Play 5 League. What are you looking forward to in this first game? It looks like we're going to be playing Ilios on control.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what our junior varsity team runs here. I've managed to see a few, but not as many as I would like to. Kind of interested in what they try running.
Yeah, obviously a big patch just came out today. Immediately reverted the Ramatra debuff, so we're probably going to see a lot of Ramatra. Orisa is still going to be good playing into it. Ball has even got a buff too, so I'm very interested to see what kind of comps we see, but most likely it's probably just going to be a bunch of Ramatra, Pharah, stuff like that.
I think the Juno nerf had any real impact? Or? No,
that character's too good. Juno right now is just, she is able to do what other characters just do, but she does it better. She combines nano, she gets great healing output, she has great maneuverability. She has kind of maneuverability like I guess best description Kiriko or Escape, while also doing what Lucio does, while also doing what Nano does. It's just very strong, and I feel like the biggest problem, the only way they're going to fix it is maybe changing the timer on her speed, or perhaps changing her right click. The right click is also insanely strong.
Yeah, like even a heavy like Sin ult, but with a damage boost.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll be getting in that game just here shortly, and we're just going to wait a second, and we'll catch you later in a couple minutes.
Ready for battle.
Stay close to me and I'll keep you safe.
Shut down.
Another day, another mission. Man, I'm so excited.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and we are into the round immediately on Ilios. What are we seeing right now from comps?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how our junior varsity team plays this Juno rig. Pretty strong combo. Just gotta see if they can execute it properly.
I am immediately alarmed by what I'm seeing from the Lark side. We see Mercy, Lucio with Junkrat, Diva. Very interesting. It's going to be interesting if they stick to that Junkrat. Great pick immediately coming out from Herm here. Our Brig pushing up and taking space. I mean, that's kind of what you want to see there. I'm interested to see where Ramatra wants to set up. It's obviously going to be a big thing. It also looks like they're mainly playing to pocket their Ashe players. So let's see. Ooh, an amazing aggression coming out from Herm. Is going to pin them down a little bit.
It's really hard to justify them, right? I mean, they're out there.
Yeah, I'm a little curious what their game plan is. Right now, they're kind of just getting pinned down. Abilities are trying to be popped out from NSU to finish them off, but it looks like mainly they're just getting free point time.
That is a big
And then there is the pick that might change things. Herm immediately gets a pick on the Mercy. It's honestly worth it. They just need to regroup and set up. Hummel's going to be activated here, and he's going to take a lot of damage from the other team.
Already has the barrage here.
Yeah, I bet he's probably going to go in and try to use it, but honestly, with that D.Va still in rag, it's probably not worth it. Ooh, he gets to the D.Va. Can he win the fight? He gets one. He needs one more. Oh, and Herm is just going to carry the team here on a point, but it's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, Ash and Mercy with Res.
But it was a pretty nice play by Herm, though.
It was a great play. Unfortunately, they don't have any supports that can particularly help out Pharah most of the time, which is going to leave Pharah kind of in a precarious situation with most times.
Yeah. Playing with Herm, I wouldn't be surprised to see some solo barrage here.
Yeah, the biggest problem he's going to have is this Ash Mercy bucket. And normally when teams do that, it means that's typically their best player. So what they're probably trying to do is amplify the best player. So what they need to do is take out that Ash Mercy. The kill is immediately going to be coming out from Caden onto Lucio. The trigger threat, the bomb flying out of nowhere. Lots of abilities that can be used here from the NSU side. It's definitely winnable. Gonna walk on that Ash and just get great value. Juno is gonna be popped here from NSU.
He built it so fast, but holding on to it kind of allowed them to farm up most.
Enemy over there.
Finally gonna get to see Barrage here. This might be the time. If he can Barrage out that Mercy, could be worth. Barrage is going to be activated here, and it's just not really going to line up. It did distract the D.Va a little bit. Kept him in.
Try climbing that.
Thank you.
I mean, after seeing that kind of performance, I feel like they're still struggling on focusing down a target. They're playing very sporadic, playing independent, and that's making them lose the point a little bit. I mean, when you're playing Ramatra, let's see if he uses ult in here. He's gonna use the ult to get HP. Unfortunately, Junkrat's just gonna do a lot of damage. This is still winnable.
Get the beat out.
That Mail is actually very solid. That should be allowing them to win this round. Can they get the Mercy? He's struggling to decide on what he wants to do here. He needs to get the Mercy. Mate calling out the comm on the Mercy. They are going to get the res off. The bomb going a little confused. It's caught May. It's really surprising. They need to clean this battle up. I feel like this is a staggered fight for so long. Finally, they're going to be finishing out a few more picks. He's still alive. Now they got a cap point.
I'm on top of the my ultimate.
Is almost ready.
What an interesting point there. Let's take a second and look at our replays there. It was just interesting. I feel like a lot of times what we just saw was not a whole lot of.
Ready for battle.
We didn't see a lot of communication when it came down to it. Big thing that I did notice though, May really pulled out in that last fight. That Mail pretty much won the net. The Ramatra was just in there, wasn't blocking enough, took too much damage, and was ultimately taken out for being that far up while only having Juno Brig.
Absolutely. You have to wonder if they had a plan with that remote.
Round two.
I haven't seen buckets.
Objective.
For sure, and he was also just struggling to be able to use it. And he was trying to use it the whole entire time. It's the same thing we saw with Far.
I would like to see a bit more. Sometimes they've got crap.
It's gonna be Widowmaker getting a nice pick onto her. This map is going to be really good for Widowmaker. A lot of sight lines, and it might make them play a little scared. Be helping their break. Try to walk on Junkrat. Immediately overextending, but he's barely going to get saved by Diva. Can we keep their Diva up into this fight? Break's going to be separated here. It's going to be really hard to keep him alive. Both supports trying their best to live in this fight. Big pick coming out from Herm on Reaper.
Your carry is here.
Diva is going to try to walk in on this Junkrat with a Mercy Pocket. It's not really going to add up to much. They might cap point though. Yeah, and I mean, I just feel like that whole fight thing down hard. That was, realistically, there should be no reason why you're running Mercy. So, and being able to get value.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Shields under fire.
Soldiers. He's okay. Gotta take off.
See the Larks, Widowmaker playing.
This is my favorite
He's
part.
getting too big.
Juno taken out, and that's going to create a major stagger for NSU. Let's take a look at the ultimates here. Specifically, we have the bomb on, while the other team has 3 on. Our ult economies are mainly because we're switching characters.
A bit.
Like our Sojourn player is trying to play by himself right now. Might cause some kind of isolating himself. Lucio is getting through great right now. Not a frontline character. Very dangerous move.
Slide in. Slide in.
Nobody is talking. Nobody is talking about a game. They need to figure it out. Right now, we're just going to characters that aren't good.
Imagine hit switch is probably good.
It's going to be good against Shiva, for sure. But is dominating. That's what's not really going to do.
Our Diva pillar.
We're in final fight, by the way. But let's be honest, Larks ego. Her economy right now. Hayden's going to go for a last-minute touch here. Tyler's going to be attempted to use to stop him, and there's no touch.
Heroes never die.
How much value that would
1-1.
have your tank dive in it, or have a tank and a DPS dive, but not a real game plan.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. I feel like we weren't seeing a game plan. There was no strategy in what they wanted to do. And because of that, it ultimately led them to lose that round that time. I do think, though, they shouldn't have to deal with the Widowmaker nearly as bad on this point. I feel like one of the best strats for Ilios on this section is to just kind of go all in on all on point and play close. They are playing Rhyme, so that'd be a perfect play style for them.
As good as Honda.
Got that third person perspective popping out from Hanzo here. Hanzo is going to be pretty brutal into that. They're all going to walk on point here. Ryan's going to just leave his team to walk on point. Herman's going to go in here and probably get this Mercy, or he just loses track of the Mercy. Great pick coming out from the Reinhardt. This is a very winnable fight, actually. Both supports and Ryan fighting for point. Great fire strike coming out from Jaden there. They're going to get to walk in on this Diva. They could stagger this Diva. They did not stagger at all. They kind of just went for the kill. I don't know if they really know staggering. Unfortunately, Aubrey just gets caught out there on the side.
Son of Junkrat. Random spam.
Random spam. You love to see it.
I gotta say, after even when he's not getting hit, they can be questioned how they have to play.
I think the biggest thing is Larks may not have the best hit scan to track Aurora. Even though I feel like Herm struggles to focus down a certain target, it's creating enough disruption that it is being pretty brutal to do. Like the value he gets from just shooting into that one section. Bastion's gonna be attempted to walk on, spraying into heaven, hoping he hits something.
No.
You gotta be careful about that loop on the side, too. Everyone's on fire. Big pick's gonna come out from Herm. They need to play a little slower here. Let them walk in. That's their strategy here. They're kind of backing off. Great. Honestly, anyways, it's just a
I respect the.
I respect the attempt. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest. You could have just helped shield me. Also, the shatter was inspirational, but it just didn't really work for what they wanted. I honestly forgot I needed to be hitting the replay button to see things like that.
Yeah, I mean, if he was going down, I guess he wanted to be in.
They did get 73%, which is really good. All they got to do is play for their 5 ultimates and use them to get a pick.
Thanks for the armor.
Crack's got a cooldown. All right, looks like they're gonna try to play fast here.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Oh my god, and that is what you want to see coming out from Herm.
Was there any
Really get the Lucio. Team helps clean it up, and that's gonna give them that point. It's gonna make it really dangerous for Larks. They have 2 support ults, so they should be able to get on. But I mean, take a look at what NSU has. Some great ultimates. The Juno ult and Brig ult should counteract the Mercy Lucio. Beat's immediately going to be used here, so they can initiate. Bob is also going to be thrown out. Lots of connects onto the Mercy. He's unfortunately not going to be able to get a lot of Caden is locking down point on Reinhardt here. He's just getting so much value, and it's really hard for this D.Va to do a lot against Ryan.
Yeah, having fucking a Ryan and a Brig rally is kind of tough for Larks there.
And that is going to be first map to NSU. It was a little close. I mainly that second section. I just don't think they were locked in. Let's take a look at our replays here. Just watching that Farah going in. It does look like we get to see the play real quick. Play of the game just walks in. He gets so much high ground potential, and it's really good for them. This aggressive playstyle from Herm is probably single-handedly carrying the DPS line for that section. I do think the first map, we saw some really good playstyle from specifically Deadclops on that May. It was a round-winning ability. So I'm interested to see what they want to do and what map they play. But so far, a really good start to the series.
I think so. A few things to clean up. They held out. They managed to secure the map there. I don't know who all Deadclops play, but interesting. Play them more divey.
Yeah, I think that just in general, walking in like that is one of their biggest struggles. So we'll see if they can pick up on that next section. We'll be right back after a short little intermission while they decide on a map. And we are back. And of course, guess what map we are playing? It's a map that nobody really likes to play. I'm kidding. I love this map. King's Row. King's Row here. King's Row, Scrim's Row. It's everybody's favorite little map.
It is hard to beat.
We will have peace at any cost.
Yeah, we're not sure off by our
I feel like their biggest thing still can be kind of a struggle of walking out on the plan.
Yeah.
The Ramatra comp is obviously great, but they need to actually do something with
This
it.
should be interesting.
Right now, we're still seeing a lot of single player.
Hello.
yeah, and Grim wasn't the same after the nerf, but man, he is strong.
They reverted him back, actually.
Yeah.
So he didn't get nerfed at all. He's back to the same. If anything, he got buffed because Ryan still has a debuff on shield.
Oh yeah.
So they actually, they've only made Rom better.
Aerial
slightly.
positioning underway.
Be interesting to see how they play it. Lara playing off of Hotel right into this fight. They're gonna take that straight beating through, but it doesn't look like anyone with Juno particularly. Far's gonna blitz in there, but the tank
Barely
is not.
zoomed out.
The tank really wasn't ready for that kind of push, but they still get a great pick on the Junkrat. They do not want to allow him to get res though. Mercy. Lots of damage being plowed in by NSU. Wall is kind of messed up.
I will give you shelter.
Yeah, he's just kind of walking on, getting a lot of space. If we could see a Maywall on a choke, they could have gotten that Orisa pretty easily.
They're a bit aggressive. It's been paying off.
Devour them.
Sure, I mean, just look at all this damage though. Walking in again. They are walking high ground. They're gonna take some space, but they're not focusing on the right thing here. I feel like they just gave up on trying to walk on backline.
I feel like
This is the time. Herm's gonna try to take advantage, but it is just gonna be too much for him. The whole team got scared and ran away. They let them have this space. Now they're just losing left and right.
everything, it really just seems like we're lacking.
Maywall is actually not bad. It's gonna allow them to readjust a little bit. It's gonna allow them to hit. But what are we targeting?
Another one.
Barrel is gonna be committed, and it honestly just single-handedly might give them this point if they play it smart.
You were in my sight.
Should be enough. Oh,
They have a couple more ults here from both sides. Junkrat playing this high ground. He's gonna try to play off and get a random pick.
Wow, I'm actually on fire.
Great work coming out from Herm there, honestly. It put the pressure on. They needed to use ult eventually. I don't know why we held for so long. And luckily, we should be able to get this
Excellent
Junkrat out.
teamwork.
Junkrat has no idea. Farah the Junkrat.
Crime
Farah
doesn't pay.
wins. Good work from Herm there. That's going to be a big stagger. Iceball is going to be popped out, but unfortunately, Orisa Soldier takes Heaven, and that is going to put a lot of pressure in there. And the Lucio ult. This is probably the time where we should lots of ults being popped out here. A major Rom ult thrown out. Should put enough pressure on the back line.
definitely an Overwatch moment.
A lot of ultimates, but we still see that Juno has ultimate, Farah already halfway back to his, and Larks used 3 ultimates into that fight and weren't able to really get much. They kind of used the Lucio ult to initiate, not really to save anybody, which is common. I mean, we see that, but usually when you speak, they kind of just walk.
Yeah. I recommend playing good combo.
Just kill Mercy. Kill Lucio. They don't have enough heals to really help each other, especially when you target down Lucio. There's no other support to really help.
Ready. Let's work together.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating long here. They're kind of disconnected, and they're going to initiate on 2 different sides, and Herm
That's a great ult.
gets ultimate again, and is just getting these plays. Kind of focus. kind of almost died at the bomb redirect. Rom swinging under into the Orisa. 5 seconds, uses the last of their ultimates. Spectacular gameplay from Overwatch JV there, especially Herm and Caden. They both really pushed in there and took the space that they needed to. Let's get a replay back on that real quick. Saw this awesome barrage coming out from Farah, as well as the walk-on ultimate from CJ Sparrow. Taking that space is what you want to see from your team, and it was perfect. It was great work on their part.
Absolutely. You have to wonder if Larks is going to up a count yet, but
They've been trying to run a soldier. I just don't know why they keep sticking to the Lucio Mercy. I feel like the Lucio Mercy comp. The Lucio Mercy comp has just very lackluster control over your team. Running this Junkrat Widowmaker as well, it's into Farah. I mean, that's kind of brutal.
You must like me. Hello.
yeah, this Widow did do good last time.
This'll tickle
It
it.
is
Maybe.
something I would look out for.
Maybe this is the time. This Widowmaker can do a full hold and stop them
Now-
from getting a tick. But now, we gotta remember, Larks did get a tick and a half, which means they can win this match.
That is true. Harm on Widow, maybe going for an early pick here.
5, 4, 3.
I feel like that's kind of a risky.
Attackers incoming.
I mean, never mind, they're on attack. Take swaps. Herm immediately gets them off too, but Patton getting immediately eliminated by them. Gotta let see. It's gonna get kind of oppressed here. I mean, this Junkrat's gonna load so much damage down the mid. Seeing them struggle. See if they can.
I hear it. I hear it. Go out.
He's gonna run. He's gonna just start swinging, putting the pressure down on the support. Great damage, but he's kind of giving up on the full push. Great walkout. But they need to take that Mercy. Mercy is still alive. It's a little too much on the tank. Mercy gonna lock that down.
I don't think so.
What a fantastic walkout there from Hotel. I mean, that's actually just going to be pretty much the end of the map. I highly doubt that the other folks there.
Absolutely. I think that's the biggest difference between University. Last time they struggled to get past that whole throw. This time they ran straight through.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. They were able to successfully communicate and walk in. I honestly believe this play is, it's going to be the big ultimate that he's just able to walk and take the space. What is Mercy Lucio going to do against this comp if they don't have beat? And that's exactly what we saw here. Great space taken from NSU, and that's going to put us on to the next map.
That's 2, right?
Yeah, there will be one more map. It's a best of 5. Unless NSU actually drops that map. So, be interesting to see if we just see the same things. We are, I believe, playing push. If I am correct, I might be wrong. It might be Flashpoint. But we'll catch you in a few seconds while we take a little water break. And we are going back into the thick of it, as some would say. We're going right into Colossio. Push.
Not Coliseum?
I call it Colossio, okay? I don't care. Colosseo, Colosseum, I don't give a crap. We're going to be loading into the map here. Interested to see what we see. We might just see the same thing, but I would like to see a little more dive, fast comps. I mean, we're playing push.
Yeah. I've been doing on Ramatra. Always room for improvement, but I did hear one of our support members talking about Ana. Be interested to see if they can.
Juno, Ana, Sigma, Soldier, Reaper. What a comp. As we can see from Larks, nothing has changed besides... Oh, yeah, Larks just wanted to disappoint us there. Very unfortunate. We're going to see Lucio Mercy again.
Kind of surprised to see Herm not on Ferris.
Yeah, honestly, this wouldn't be a bad...
Oh. We got Herm in.
Herm locked in here using the emotes, not walking with his team. This should be a great start to the round.
What? Oh, wait, which can be good for us here.
Sigma's immediately going to take a lot of space. Interesting to see, we do have Sigmas on both sides. I think that's going to work a lot better for Larks here for their comp. The Reaper's kind of awkward into this comp, and he's going to struggle to get a lot of value. King's attempting to walk the payload down mid. Reaper uses Wraith to back off. Yeah, a lot of damage is just getting nailed in onto the Sigma, where I don't feel like NSU is doing a lot of forward damage.
Okay game here.
Just a lot of things are happening, but nothing at the same time.
They gotta be
Great walk-in coming out from Herm that takes a little space. And I should be able to get this Lucio. Gives him a lot of heat, but luckily Reaper's going to be able to finish him off before he's able to do a whole lot. That was an interesting first fight. I feel like nothing really happened until Herm was able to spring into the backline and get damage on some low HP people.
Yeah, and honestly, playing a slower game pace like this.
Aggressive Reaper walking on Soldier. I feel like it's not the best target. And now they just lost their Juno. So this is going to be a very difficult fight without Juno. Ana can do a lot, though. You have Flux and Nano online. You could theoretically walk this.
Yeah.
I feel like you should. I mean, you have Reaper early in the game.
Any progress yet?
This would be the time to use their abilities. Ana's freaking out, not really holding or picking up for anything. Great rock coming out from Sigma. It slowed down the Diva. It got plenty of value, but they need to use some ultimates. Great destruction of Tyre from Deadclops. Nano's gonna be initiated. I don't know if they talked about it. But it's fine. Nano allows Sigma to do enough damage where Lucio's useless. Good stuff overall. They're just going to be finishing out this fight. Let's take a look at replays there real quick.
I think Larks Soldiers. Oh, kinda.
Fantastic replays here. I'm good at my job. Herm playing that very aggressive playstyle. It does look like Herm used ult. I really noticed Herm using ult. Hanzo, epic Hanzo gameplay, just gets 2 picks. And now they're kind of getting destroyed here. I think their biggest problem is they don't have a lot of frontline damage, so they're kind of getting walked.
Return to me!
I'm not really seeing them utilize Juno's dying. It's like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a little quiet. Sigma's going to be trying to force some space here, prevent them from moving the robot. There's a lot of damage on to Lucio. Big Rock is almost just going to land on Devo. Ooh, and that Hanzo ult got a lot of value. It doesn't look like anything's going to come about it, though.
The enemy barricade moved.
Yeah,
Great kill, actually, coming out from CJ Sparrow. But Diva's in mech. Reaper's going to struggle to get a lot of value in this comp.
here might be better if we run a
Can we keep the soldier alive? That bomb might get him. Ooh, and CJ Sparrow is gonna get caught out, and unfortunately, Soldier's not gonna be able to get anything. Can we get the Diva out of mech? This is very winnable if they can get Diva out of mech. Now do they nano? They nano the Reaper. Oh no. 5 ultimates on the field, and unfortunately, Tyre's gonna take him out.
They do have a little bit of time before Larks takes the lead.
It's gonna be a little bit of time until they get Diva mech. They need to go in for a Reaper ult.
Go.
He's not gonna do it. And they should. I don't know why we're not using an ultimate. He just like
The barrier cannot withstand much more.
they should still win this fight. I just feel like they could have finished it a little easier, to be honest.
That's 5 ults. Just saving them kind of just gives Larks time to get ult the counter.
For sure. I mean, this is a lot of ultimates to have. Not doing anything.
Moving the robot.
Immediately going to get destroyed with this Hanzo, and no ultimates have been committed from NSU.
Okay.
Again, the Nanos gonna get them killed, but now we're also gonna use Juno. Gonna be a good block, but Lucio's immediately gonna try to counter it. Great targeting coming up from CJ Sparrow. We have not seen a visor used either this whole entire round.
Almost buys it there.
Sigma playing for his life. He walked into the Hanzo, and Diva's gonna eat for him and keep his Hanzo alive. Larks is in a very good position here. I've actually ulted damage after NSU pretty much kind of mediocrely used their ultimate going into that fight.
Yeah, it seems like our CJ Sparrow kind of has a bit of laser focus. At times it works.
Well, I don't think the fluxes have been the problem. I feel like the biggest issue has been the nanos. I think it's kind of random.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about like fluxes. I was talking about like good target like focus, but sometimes it's just too.
We do see Reaper ult committed from her, and it is just not going to hit any trap.
The enemy has claimed the robot. The enemy returns.
Fantastic communication here. Going in means your ult.
A bit of a
Sigma is going to be caught out here, and that's going to be a very major stagger, which is probably going to give Larks advantage unless they can save their Sigma. Nobody's really looking at him. A great pick coming out from Deathbox. Can we see a visor? Visor is going to be committed from Soldier. Doesn't really land a whole lot, but that should...
the guy gets
No, they're giving up on point. They're going to let them take advantage.
Still don't have lead, but that advantage is huge.
They don't have it yet. Oh, that was really close. Oh, and Diva ult is committed. It's going to take out Kiri. Sigma is going to help clean this up. They should be fine now. The dragon out of a different country. They are just barely able to stop Larks from taking advantage. I mean, what do you think the biggest problem was there in the fight? We saw Juvie getting some great picks into their backline. Good on him, but it didn't look like the tank or any of the supports really focused on their main objective.
Yeah, and a bit of a target car already. I feel like could have been pretty bad there. Gotta look out for the trap.
Reaper is going to be playing very aggressive here. Let's see that Reaper gameplay. Can we see the Reaper gameplay here? Playing very aggressive. A big Flux is going to come out here, and it doesn't look like they have beat. Oh, the beat is by a second. Reaper ult comes out just into it and is not able to really do a whole lot. A great Flux, though, but again, I mean, I don't feel like they're paying attention to what ultimates Larks has. Obviously, you know that beat is just going to be great kill still coming out from Sigma, but he's going to get kind of beat up there on the midpoint. And they're going to have to regroup very quickly because it's not going to be hard for Larks to take advantage.
Yeah, and biggest thing I hear lacking is just like clear communication.
They're
I
getting
hear
close. Let's make our stand.
need to be a little bit more, you know?
They're going to step. Gray Juno all going to be popped out here. What are we targeting? What are we looking at? That is a wall. Mercy is still alive. CJ Sparrow is going to try to take
The fire fast, you gotta be careful.
I mean, they walked in on site.
Ooh, our, you know, doing a little bit of a stall. Can Reaper touch?
No, I think that's going to be the end of that. They need to let... Oh, it's overtime. This is the last fight. They have no choice. It is neck to neck. A big carry ult is going to be coming out, but it's not able to do anything. The staggered touches. Ball does get the touch. Can they focus down a target? Ooh, Mercy's 1 HP, but Ball doesn't know how to play the game. No pile drive's going to come out, and that's unfortunately going to be a map.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is they staggered out fights for way too long and ended up giving Larks this map. I think they need to reconvene and talk about what they're doing because that was just unfortunate. A lot of staggers, no clear line of communication when it came to using ultimates or going for a pick. I feel like their tank did really good at trying to focus down correct targets, but I don't know if the tank necessarily was voicing that.
Yeah, and, you know, they just need a plan. I think one of the biggest things we've seen on our varsity team, 5 people doing a dumb play is a plan versus no plan. You know, like, it works.
Well, we'll be right back after a few minutes as they pick the next map, and we'll be right back into the series 2-1. All right, and it looks like we're going to be loading into our 4th map of the series. Let's take a look at that score again. 2-1. 4th match.
Or,
Five,
University
4,
out here.
2, 1.
I mean, I just feel like they're
Initial flashpoint.
talk about what their game.
Arm.
Hello.
This map for another one.
Area positioning underway. Splash. Damage.
Guys, here more coal. I got mercy.
We will shield you for now.
On the move.
Strong opening fight for one.
Enemy contact.
We are back into it. We had to pause for a second on the broadcasting side. So Soldier is trying to get the space onto the back line. Her dominating, trying to walk through. Point has also been achieved by NSU. They're at 95%. Lots of energy is now finally coming out in the esports room. They're going to try to take down this diva, but remember, Mercy is alive. Can they walk on Mercy?
Yeah.
And Mercy is going to get the res on Junkrat, and that is not what you want to happen here. It's going to lead them to actually lose that fight.
Stay alive for me.
99% is pretty good. I mean, especially look at their ults. I mean, all they need to do is pick up 4 ults and go in and use it. It might be worth using 1 ult to bait out Larks' ults, too.
One good barrel here. Not the ult.
We'll see. I feel like Herm's getting a little oppressed right now by the Soldier. And he's going to try to put some pressure on there.
I will give you shelter.
Dark Tower behind is going to get the Baptiste. No Emor. No Emor. And then Herm is going to use ultimate into their team. It forces B. This is still very winnable for NSU. They need to regroup and recalibrate.
Juno has to be careful here. Playing a little bit of hide and seek.
Juno can stay quiet, hide here in the corner. Juno hiding for her life. Team is going to quickly regroup. 86. Somebody has to go for a touch. They have enough time. They can go for a touch. Great Juno roll popping out from Aubrey's side here. Walking in a huge pick coming out from Dead Cops. But CJ's Hero is just murdered. Well, I'm surprised we haven't popped our Visor as well, just to win this point. Visor is going to be committed, but that Eva Bomb's going to get him, and nobody's going to touch points. A lot of spring to action. CJ Sparrow walked out of the Juno beam, got booped, and ultimately was killed, and it led them to losing that fight. As well as Herm used an ult out of nowhere after losing half his team, and it ultimately led them to be down 1 big asset.
Hardest challenges
Do we have
can
any
be
replays from that?
I
Every time you see something.
But one of the biggest things on ult, making sure teams there can be kind of hard in the moment. Posing
Ramatra with the great pose, standing on business. I don't know what that's about. I love Overwatch. This game is 0 issues. Huge pick coming out on the Lucio. Can they stop the Mercy res? It does look like we're going to see just a disregard. I mean, they get the Lucio, but then forget about the Mercy, and the Visor in the back line is going to be too much for them. A lot of scrambling. Nobody really playing confident. Eva is out of mech. That should be a decent advantage, especially with Far adding ultimate. They should go for an early use probably. Arm's gonna be trying to get some plays here on the far ult. They just need to take Diva out before she gets mech. Nate getting a lot of picks here. Far ult's gonna be popped up to try to finish out that Diva. Honestly, not a bad play. It allows them to clean up a fight. Ramatra a little trying to figure out what world he's in, but he was able to recalibrate and take out the soldier. Now we need to set up. 73% isn't going to give them a whole lot of time to retouch if they lose a fight. And the ult economy. I mean, look at Larks. It's going to be pretty brutal.
Annihilation stirs.
That's kind of...
It's true, the Diva Bomb has a good shot. Oh, and the tire is unfortunately for them not going to be able to land anything, but Hatton is still going to be taken out from Soldier. They need a pick on their side. Huge pick coming out from Dead Flops. That's exactly what they need. They don't use Rommel. Still have Rommel if they could use it here. He's gonna try to win this fight without using it. A little bit of lag. I feel like they're sweating really hard to take this point. And not using Rommel is interesting, but it will give them an extra asset for retake. They should have this in the bag, though.
Heat check confirmed.
Interesting. Now, NSU actually is a really good ult economy going point. CJ Sparrow reserving the ultimate on that final fight was scary, but it allowed them to have that for this next point. They should be guaranteed to take this section.
On the move.
Position
Hello.
taken strong opening.
It does look like the other team is already going to be on point. A lot of ultimates. Let's see how Herm uses their ability. Honestly, they could probably use ultimate here. Oh, they're going to use the far ult first into a Diva. Again, Braum has ult. Is he going to use it? Again, Braum has ult. Is he going to use it? And his whole team is starting to die. He's not walking on anything, and he leaves his whole team to die. I mean, it's still winnable. He needs to walk on that back line. I just feel like it took way too long. Now, Soldier tries to respond and help. It's just not going to be enough. You waited too long. You had their team disconnected. All you had to do was walk a couple steps while your team was still alive, and you could have won the fight, caught the Mercy. Instead, there's no Rommel. We're playing way too reserved, way too much on point.
Yeah, I felt like they honestly could have popped that Rommel as soon as they ran on that loop.
I mean, they could have just used it while he was all the way on point and saw the Mercy and disconnect. She's not going to fly away from that instantaneously, especially when their team is bogged down to one corner. Farah is going to attempt to go in. Again, we've been seeing Hearn getting hard countered by Diva, I feel like. Junkrat 1 HP. Can they lock him down? No. Soldier's going to pop up the side. Fantastic move coming out with that bomb coming from Junkrat is going to be brutal. The Emor was horrifically out of place. And that's just going to lead them to this fight. Yeah.
Hello.
Misplay is coming on all sides here of the team. They're not going to be able to touch this, and they need to reconvene and recalibrate probably. Farah's going to try to touch 1%. It's not going to be soon enough, and unfortunately he's going to die here.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Point, Palace.
Who's going to get rezzed, and Farah's going to be staggered out for this next point of attack. I actually think the soldier was fine. I don't think they needed to switch off the soldier. What they needed to do is probably swap Pharah. Pharah is just ulting into a devo every single time. That's just not good. There's a big pick onto their support. It's going to be down to a Baptiste to keep the team alive.
Kind of here. Well, we can kind of hear. Oh, our team's on a bit deflated.
This could be the time to use the ultimate that he's wanted to use, but he seemed to be trying to wait for them to walk in a little bit. The solo ult, I'm fine with it. It's actually a really good use. Thing to Diva. Diva's out of act, but he's going to die to the wall. Oh, and a great block coming out for Reinhardt. Barely. Oh, what are we doing? The fight was won, and we used Juno and Shatter.
Yeah, not the best play, but that
I mean, it was fun.
Satisfying to watch.
I think the Juno ult was a little spring to action. The Shatter was I mean, it was nice. It got 2, but look at Larks' ult economy. It's going to be down on ultimates, and it's window against the world. Ooh, and a fantastic pick, but can they stop the Mercy res? This is going to be very brutal for them. They're going to try to use the window to get a couple space and damage. It's going to give them some more percentage. Honestly, solid window. They get it, gets them to 99. They keep their Rhino alive here. Oh, it might catch the Lucio out. A fantastic swing, but he needs to play reserve. He lost his Juno. He's just going to try to go in here. Far up on the fountain, not really able to do a whole lot there, but that was a waste of visor, and they used tire. This might give NSU a chance. I mean, the Bastion ult really isn't going to do a whole lot for you. And now they're reconvening. I mean, this is just what we've seen so far onto this map. Lots of abilities being used and popped out. It does look like we are going straight back into the next fight, so we'll see. Alright, and a lot of things are happening. The Rhine is trying to take space with no teammate. And Emor and Hail Mary. Ryan's just out of place, and they're gonna drop points. Final fight, and Ryan is in an island by himself, playing way too far up.
Staggered here. Not what we need.
Trying to live. 10%. Someone's got to touch. 2%, 1%, and it's not going to be enough.
It's the game.
And that is going to make it 2 group maps lost after one another. And you hate to see it. You don't like to see that kind of.
Yeah, we gotta get some more momentum back. I don't know what needs to switch, but something has to get us more energized. JV team.
Sure, and we will be catching you into the 5th map of this series.
Oh, is Ty not gonna be here tonight? Oh, cool.
Hello.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
What? We should keep our heads down. We don't want the paparazzi finding us.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
Hello. Greetings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What good?
Actuating the barrier.
Spot the payload.
Payload in motion. Stay. Barrier is nearly spent. Barrier has been overwhelmed. I need to think.
You were in my flight path.
My ultimate is charging.
My ultimate is charging. Barrier is nearly spent. Evidence suggests a sniper ahead. Barrier unsuccessful. The payload moves towards its predicted outcome. Barrier initialized. Through hardships to the stars.
Our future will be
Personne n'est
We're running out of time. Give us backup.
speeding up. Diving in. Pirate disengaging.
Round 1 complete. Score 0-0. Switching sides.
Oop.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Welcome to Club Dominagu. Welcome to Club Dominagu. Our infused sparkling waters are very refreshing.
Hello.
Can I interest you in some refreshments?
Hey. Hello. Hey. Good to see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload. Hey. That's the stuff.
Forward barrier activated. Seeing that. Systems running hot. Nerf this.
seconds.
Engaging thrusters. Our numbers are low. Careful.
Victory.